my students. How are you? Is everything alright with you? How are your days passing on? Are you tired? Are you bored of getting locked down in your home for this longer period of time? Of course. So that we, your teachers, are working days and nights to prepare these tutorials for you so that it will be easy for you to get busy with your learning activities as well as to pass your days easily and comfortably. Okay, we, along with the world, we are facing this pandemic, and this has disturbed our lives in a very bad way, right? Anyways, we all wish this pandemic goes away sooner and then our regular days starts. We all are very eager to welcome you in the school premises once again and begin our regular school days and comfortable days. Okay, my dear students, today I am going to talk about question tags or tag questions. And from this topic, the students of class 8, 9 and 10 get a benefit, and you can proceed your learning activities. Also, the students who were supposed to appear SEE examination, C examination, also can get some aids, also can get the benefit from this tutorial, from this video. Okay, let's start. Tag question. First of all, what is a tag? What is a tag question? Let me give you the general introduction about the tag question. Tag questions are short yes-no questions to make confirmation or agreement. A tag question is short yes-no question that is made or that is put or that is asked to make confirmation or to make the agreement. If you need confirmation on something, on some topic, then you ask a short question like isn't you, aren't you, have you, like this. And such questions, such very short questions are called tag questions. Next, it is also called tail question. Tag questions are also called tail questions or tail question because it comes at the last. As it comes at the last of the statement, it is also called tail questions. Tag questions are used with two types of sentences, assertive and imperative. Tag questions are used with two types of questions. I again repeat. Tag questions are used with two types of statements or two types of sentence, that is assertive and imperative. Assertive sentences are the sentences that start with subject, verb and object. Subject, verb and object. The sentence starting with subject are assertive sentences, and commands. And the commands are the imperative ones. The imperative sentences are the commands. Okay, and in these two types of sentences, we use tag question. Now, let me explain you the very common rules of tag question. These are the simple rules, these are the common rules, and you have been reading this, learning this from grade 5 or 6. These are the very common rules, okay? You all know this, though I am going to revise it for now. Comma at the end. Comma at the end means use comma at the end of the statement. Before you write tag question, and after the sentence, after the statement, give a comma. Begin tag with small letter. A tag always starts with small letter. Never give it a capital letter. Never write in a capital letter. Always start writing a tag with small letter. Okay? Later on I will show you in the example also. For now we are going through only the rules, okay? Negative tag for affirmative statement and vice versa. Negative tag for positive sentence or affirmative sentence and vice versa means just opposite. Negative sentence, positive tag, positive sentence, negative tag. What's more, if the statement is negative, the tag will be positive, and if the sentence is positive or affirmative, the tag will be negative. Negative means adding not. Contracted form of not is an apostrophe and then T. An apostrophe and then T. This is the contracted form of not. We never write N-O-T, a full spelling, N-O-T not, while making a tag. We never do that. We always write the contracted form of not. Seems simple but very important. Pronouns is the subject of tag. While adding a tag question, while making a tag question or while forming a tag question, always use pronouns as the subject. Nouns change to pronouns. How it changes, I have written it here. I will explain after some time. Note of interrogation means question mark. Is in the topic, it is tag question. Tag question. Question means interrogation. Always in your tag question with the interrogation mark. That means question mark. It is a question. Okay, these are the very common rules, very general rules while making tag, while forming tag. Okay? And as I taught here, negative tag for affirmative statement and positive tag for negative statement. Here are some negative markers. Here are some negative words. The words that gives the sense of no or not. That makes the sentence negative. If these words are present in the statement becomes negative. So what are the words? No or not, never, seldom, hardly, rarely, barely, scarcely. I repeat again. Never, seldom, hardly, rarely, barely, and scarcely. None or nobody. None of, neither of plus plural nouns. None of, neither of plus plural nouns. If these words are present, then the sentence or the statement becomes negative. So these words are called negative markers. So these words are called negative markers. If these words are present in the sentence, in the statement, give the positive tag. You need to give positive tag. Okay? Now come, how to change nouns to pronouns. How to change nouns to pronouns. Okay, pronouns of these nouns. Pronouns of these nouns. These, those changes into they. These and those changes into they. These are my books. Aren't they? In this way, it changes into they. This and that changes into it. If the subject or if the noun is this or that, it changes into it. Something, anything, nothing and everything changes to it. Again, something, anything, nothing and everything changes to it. Somebody, nobody, no, no one, someone, everybody, everyone, anybody and anyone changes to they. somebody, nobody, no, no one, someone, everybody, everyone, anybody, and anyone changes to they. Plural nouns, they. Plural nouns, they. If the nouns are in plural form, they change it into they. Singular, male, he. Now, you should remember or you should consider whether the given nouns are male or female. You should identify the gender, because the pronoun becomes is if the gender, according to the gender. If the noun is singular, male, male and singular, then it becomes he. Ram eats rice, doesn't he? Ram eats rice, doesn't he? Here Ram is male, so that it becomes he. Or female. If the noun is singular and is female, then she. Seema writes beautifully. Seema writes beautifully, doesn't she? Seema is a girl. Seema is female. All plus singular uncountable noun it. With all plus singular uncountable noun, the pronoun becomes it. All plus plural noun they. All plus plural nouns they. There remains same, there. One remains same, one. Singular nouns for a thing and animal, it. Singular nouns for things and animals or thing and animal is it. And if you and I come together, you and I come together is a double subject, then it becomes we. You and I are friends, aren't we? Right? And I do I. I am a student, aren't I? I do I. Okay. These are some rules how nouns change to pronouns. Okay? Now, here is something tricky. Here is something that could be tricky, that could be confusing, that may put you in confusion. So, let me make your concept clear on this thing, okay? The following contractions could be tricky. Here are some contractions. Here are some short form that may be confusing. They may be quite confusing for you. They may put you in dilemma. So regarding this, let me make it clear. Apostrophe S plus verb 3 means has. If there is third verb or verb 3 after the apostrophe S, it is has. For example, C apostrophe S broken her leg. C apostrophe S broken her leg. When you do not see this verb, you may confuse. You may get confused whether this is C is or C has or C was. You may get confusion. So, look at the verb after this. If it is verb 3, then it is has. She has broken her leg. Hasn't she? Okay. Likewise, apostrophe S plus verb 4 is or was. According to the context, according to the time adverbial given there, if apostrophe S plus verb 4, after apostrophe S there is verb 4, it is or was. According to the context, according to the time adverbial. Apostrophe S plus noun or pronoun or adjective is or has. It's also according to the context. For example, he a teacher. He apostrophe s a teacher. That means he is a teacher. Apostrophe d plus rather. If there is apostrophe d in front of rather, it is would. This apostrophe d means would. W-O-U-L-D, would. You would rather go with me. Not you, wouldn't you? Okay. Apostrophe d plus rather, would. In the same way, apostrophe d plus better. If there is the word better after apostrophe d, then it is had. Then it is had. Okay? If there is verb 3 after apostrophe d, it is also had. It is also had if there is verb 3 after apostrophe d. And the last one, apostrophe s plus verb 3, and if the sentence is in passive voice. If the sentence is passive and there is verb 3, and before verb 3 there is apostrophe s, it is or was. Okay? This may be quite confusing for you, but no worries. I will make you more clear about this in our regular school classes also. Now, come here to this point, how we change or how we form tags. Another important rule to form a tag, to make a tag. If the statement begins with let's, tag must be shall we. If the statement begins with let's, then the tag must be shall we. Let's go out means let's. The speaker has involved himself or herself with others. So let's. Shall we? Let's go out. Shall we? Let's play the game. Shall we? Let's dance today. Shall we? In this way, if the statement or if the sentence starts with let's, L-E-T apostrophe yes, let's, then the tag becomes shall we. And for imperative sentences that begin with let plus me or us, let me or let us, let me or let us, or please, or kindly, or don't, or never plus verb 1, the question tag will be will you. Let me go out. Will you? Let me use your pen. Will you? Please give me your cell phone. Will you? In this way, if the imperative sentences begin with let me or let us or please or kindly or don't or never plus verb 1, the tag will be will you. Never repeat this mistake again. Will you? In this way, tag shall we and will you comes with let us and let's. Okay, the difference between let's and let us. With the sentence starting with let's, shall we, and with the sentence starting with let us or let me or kindly or please or don't or never, the tag will be will you. Okay, my dear students, let us learn some more tag rules, some more rules to form the tag question from the examples. Okay. Now see here, example 1. Ganesh is a good singer. Ganesh is a good singer. Now you can see the auxiliary verb in the sentence, right? Is. Is here is an auxiliary verb. And if auxiliary verb is present in the statement, in the sentence, while making tag, we write auxiliary verb plus not and then pronoun. Auxiliary verb, not and then pronoun. But not is written in contracted form. Okay? Auxiliary verb is repeated in question tag if it is present in the sentence. Without auxiliary, we cannot form a tag. So that Ganesh is a good singer. To write its tag, isn't. Since Ganesh here is noun and is male, while making it pronoun, isn't he. He. Ganesh now changes into he, as we already discussed before. The second one, this can be an exception. I am a teacher. I am a teacher. This is a positive statement, right? And if am is there and the sentence is positive, the tag becomes aren't. The tag becomes aren't. Am becomes aren't if the sentence is positive. And if the sentence is negative, I am not a doctor, now we cannot write amn't are. The tag is am I. Since the sentence is negative, the tag becomes positive, but we don't write are. We write am I. This is an exception in this case. Okay. Next one, Anupa writes an essay. Anupa writes an essay. We do not see an auxiliary here, but without auxiliary verb, we cannot form a tag. So what to do? Now the thing we need to do is, we need to find out the form of verb. If it is verb 1, verb 2 or verb 5. We don't need verb 3 and verb 4 in question tag. Just we need to consider is whether the verb is first, second or fifth. Verb 5. Anupa writes an essay. Since writes is V5, does. We write does. With verb 5 we use does. Anupa writes an essay. Does. Does. And the sentence is positive or affirmative. Anupa writes an essay. Positive sentence. That's why negative tag doesn't see. Anupa, being female in gender, becomes she pronoun. Smriti jumped from the bus. The next one, Smriti jumped from the bus. No auxiliary is present and main verb is in second form, verb 2. Since jump is verb 2, we use did. Smriti jumped from the bus. Didn't see. Didn't see. Okay. They water the plants. They water the plants. Water. Here is a verb. Not noun, a verb. They water the plants. Water, 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 watering and waters. Means to put water in the flower. Verb. Water here is a verb. They water the plants. Since water here is V1, we use do. They water the plants. Don't they? Don't they? And with every after every tag there is a mark of interrogation as it is a question tag, as it is a short question or tail question. And this one, come to this example, don't make a noise. It's a command. We have already discussed earlier also. Don't make a noise. Imperative sentence and a command. Will you? And next one, cats can't swim. Cats can't swim. Cats. Plural countable. Can't means it gives the sense of no, negative matter. Swim. So the tag will be positive. Since cats can't swim is a negative sentence, the tag will be affirmative. Can they? Because cats here is a plural noun. Can they? The next one, there was a party at my home yesterday. There was a party at my home yesterday. Here, the noun is there and the subject here is there, and while changing into pronoun, there becomes there. Wasn't there? Wasn't there? The next one can do this. One can do this. For one, for the noun one, it becomes again one. No change. One remains is one. Can't one? Okay. These are some of the examples from tags, and there are many such exercises in your grammar practice books, and you can go through those exercises. And my dear students, there is one special use of need to and must. Need to and must. We are not going to discuss it now. We will later on in our regular classes we will discuss. Need to is used with normal auxiliary, and must is used with obligation and assumption. There are special cases, and about that we will discuss in our regular classes. Okay. For today, I want you to suggest to go through the practice exercises from your grammar practice book that is assigned to you by the school. The more you practice, the more you will learn, the more you will know, the more you will be perfect. So keep on going, practice, and practice a lot, and come with a lot of your assignments, a lot of workouts that you do in this lockdown period, and we will see after the school reopens. Okay. For today, I want to say bye-bye from this video. We will meet in our next video, in our next topic. Thank you.